Yo, what's up, guys? Let's dive into it. This is why you become eye candy on semen retention, dude. It's something, bro. If you want to stand out as a guy in today's day and age, man, in a world that's so overly, sexualized for men, man, everywhere you go, bro, is like on, Instagram, on, Facebook, TikTok, everything, bro. There's girls in these like bikinis and softcore, just like, showing off their body way too much, everywhere. Your chance to stand out as a man, become eye candy, is by retaining your seed, okay? I don't care if you're a guy, if you're starting off, you're kind of fat right now, you're lean. No matter what your baseline is right now, bro, whether your looks are good or bad, you think you're ugly, you think you're hot, whatever. Retention is the way to start from here, no matter where you are, and you're going to be up here after, okay? At least, dog. Okay, so I've been a guy, I have fluctuated my weight up, down, bro. I'm 167 right now. A couple months ago, bro, I was like 193. You know, definitely my other videos, I was fucking puffy in the face and shit, dog. Like, I don't know how. But anyways, and even though I was a little chunky when I was retaining my seed, I'm still a more attractive version of myself, right? I'm still a version of myself that pulls more women, that attracts more women, that women are smelling me out. I'm more of an eye candy, bro. That's the thing about retention, dog. Of course, the best bet, guys, is to be in shape physically and be happy what you look like, and how you take care of yourself. But when you're a guy who retains your seed, you start giving off these pheromones. You start giving off this vibe, this aura about you, man, that women just can't resist, man, because guys always think they have to be the 6'2" Chad, super sharp jawline, this and that, the best job, 500K a year, this and that. Bro, no. Girls want to have fun, man. Girls just want that guy who's chill, who's fucking having fun. You could be 5'5" and you can be, 120 pounds, but you're a fun fucking dude to be around. Bro, they're gonna like you way more, okay? Versus the super serious fucking 6'2" Chad looking dude, you know? Yes, it gets more complicated than that. But when you retain your seed, guys, you are automatically a more attractive version of yourself. You're a guy who women smell out. They can sense the shit on you. You know why? Because instead of waking up in the morning and rubbing one out, dude, or, just spilling your seed, you're withholding that shit. You're keeping it in. A little bit of jizz, right? Can get a girl pregnant and start a fucking child's born. I was born, you were born, we're all born from a little bit of jizz and an egg being together, okay? And as guys, when we retain, keep that seed inside of us and go, at least a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks at a time or more, what happens is that you start getting more fucking confident, right? And confidence attracts women in its own, right? The other thing, you start having that aura about you, that glow, right? I've had guys say whenever they watch my retention videos that I have this when I'm retaining for a couple weeks at least at that time, I have this glow about me, this aura, right? And as a guy who interacts with the public quite a bit on a daily basis, right? Because of work stuff, dude, I can see the legit differences between when I am retaining my seed, when I'm spilling my seed, all right? When I am on retention, guys, I am more confident. I have better eye contact with people. People are more asking me, like girls especially and guys too, more of like, hey man, where you from around here? It's like, want to be my friend and stuff and want to be more friendly and ask more about me. But when I'm not retaining, guys, it's like I feel more social anxiety. I don't really have those pleasant interactions with people as much as I do when I'm on retention, right? There's a huge difference, guys. And just doing like cold approach and stuff like that, when I am retaining my seed, guys, it's like women just want me more, right? I use this analogy a lot in my videos, but it's like two magnets pulling towards each other, right? Right when you face the right end towards each other, they snap together, right? They want to go towards each other. Versus when you're not on retention, guys, you don't have that magnetic aura effect about you, right? Yeah, I've still pulled beautiful women, I've still been with pretty girls, fucking when I'm not retaining. But so much easier, guys. So much more. I get more compliments while I'm on retention. Girls, make more of a move on me. Bro, it is night and day difference, okay? And you have to be, at this point, guys, like, try it for yourself, man. Give it 30 days and see how it goes for you, right? Is this like a fucking, a magical pill thing? No, it's not. But for me, I'm speaking my own experience. When I am retaining my seed, for even just like a week at a time, even for a couple of days at a time, up till, whatever. I don't like going more than 2 months at a time, really. To me, I've tried to over and over again. I never felt right. I get this crazy flatline effect that never really seems to go away. Um, but guys, my sweet spot is anywhere from like a week to fucking 2 months in, bro. I love that feeling of retention at a point. Okay, and girls love it, man. They sense it out. I feel I get way more compliments. I get girls hitting on me more. You know, like I said, I deal with a lot of people in the public almost every day. Every time I work, bro, I'm like dealing with people, man. I get to experiment, see how people interact with me when I'm retaining, when I'm not. And it's a huge, huge night and day difference when I am retaining, when I'm not, okay? When I'm retaining, guys, like I said, they're going to be complimenting me. They're going to, more so than normal. You know, they're going to be asking where I live. Do I live around here? This and that. You know, all these more indicators of interest, right? Even guys, for the most part, at first, can be more friendly towards me, more respect, definitely. And then sometimes certain guys get a little, you know, they're like, huh, who the fuck is this dude, right? Because they're threatened, you know? Like some guys just have that fragile ego, so they kind of don't like running paths into another guy who, you know, makes them feel insecure or whatever. But anyways, it's a night and day difference, guys. I feel way, way better as a guy too. More confident. I have more balls to go up and talk to girls. I have more, you know, energy. I just feel way better. You are eye candy on semen retention, guys. I get way more, you know, girls checking me out when I am on retention. And just like I said, it's a night and day difference, okay? Of course, the best fucking way, guys, to attract women, be in shape, okay? Be in shape, be lean, practice semen retention. That's a deadly combo right there, man. It's gonna be something where you're gonna have a crazy, way better dating life, okay? When you're on retention and you're lean, when, you know, versus being fat and not retention. But if you're overweight right now, you can still have a better dating life by retaining your seed. You know, it's like we start get off these pheromones, we start retaining, right? It's like girls can just like, something's different, right? It's like, and I've watched other guys' videos on the same topic. The same thing. It's like they start almost like we start giving off this scent. And then I remember reading this study online one time saying that they took a guys who were retaining their seed and a group of guys who weren't. And then they had both guys, you know, group of guys go to the gym, do a workout. And afterwards, they had women like smell their shirts, the sweat and stuff, their pheromones on the shirts. And they said the guys who, they didn't know they're retaining, but the guys who were on retention, they were saying, we think these guys are probably more attractive than the other group of guys. So there you go. That in its own, guys, is like enough right there. You know, like, dude, the sense of smell is very powerful, right? So when we sweat and shit, guys, you know, stop using those deodorants that are antiperspirant, stuff like aluminum crap, bro. You know, get those natural deodorants where, you know, it's not going to block your sweat. You can release your pheromones and stuff, you know, and girls going to sniff that out. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a huge 90-day difference. You will be eye candy on retention, okay? Get into shape, get lean, cold approach, get over your fear of cold approaching. But in the meantime, you know, stop busting your nut. Don't hook up with just any girl. You know, be very selective. Instead of like, okay, thinking you could get normally 7s and 6s, retain your seed and push for the 8s and 9s and 10s. You know, like go for it, dude. Fucking use this as an experiment, 30-day experiment. Retain your seed. See how women interact differently around you. See how more confident you are around women. How much more you're able to ask them out more freely and openly and, you know, confidently. It's a big difference, guys. I'm not going to keep beating the horse on this one, guys. You know what I'm saying, okay? Anyways, reach out if you want to talk, guys. Shoot me a comment. Peace out.